Good evening, viewers. We have Sumeet Jain back with us. Welcome, Sumeet.
Thank you so much, Minaji.
Yeah. Sumeet, it's very nice to have you. Now, there have been some shocking incidents in India with the Air India Boeing 7878 Dreamliner crashing immediately after taking off from the Ahmedabad airport, and all the 232 people, except for one person, declared, alive. The others have all, they say, passed away. Now, the strange thing, Sumit, is that an Air India flight, another Air India flight, which was headed from Phuket to Delhi, made an emergency landing in Thailand's Phuket after passenger finds bomb threat note on board. Now, there seems to be a lot of strange activity going on.
Minaji, I'm not a person who does speculations, but we just in geopolitics and in everyday news, we find that nothing is everything is interrelated, nothing is isolated. Why I'm saying it? You have to see the sequence of events which are happening, and then we can join the dots and we can see what the actual picture is. You see, first what happened? We had Pahalgam terror attack, which shook the nation to the core. After that, we saw the escalation between India and Pakistan, where we give them that reply they will remember for a long time. But they say that some donkeys they do not understand very quickly. They have to be taught lesson again and again. The stick has to be used for a donkey. That is why they called donkeys. Now, after Pahalgam, we see RCB stampede. In that also you will find one particular community was being attacked, and we have seen literally mountains of people dying there. Just a chaos created in Congress ruled state. It was all staged also. And now unthinkable has happened. One plane crashed, other one has got a threat. Now, many angles, lot of speculations are already there. We'll not jump into this. But if you join all the dots, what does it tell you? It tells you that there is a bigger conspiracy, according to me, which is happening against India. Now, all this news is going internationally into the business world. What is happening? People who were thinking of coming to India, investing here, shifting from China, they will think twice. Reason is first that you have a strong political base, which is important for investments, but you have a unreliable, unstable neighbors. Second, now your planes are crashing, and this is not a normal plane. 787 Dreamliner, even the Prime Minister of the India or the presidents and kings of other countries use this because it is the safest plane, and it fails to even fly. There is something wrong, which time will tell. Now people are saying, ironically, the pilot's name was also Sumit, but they said he was a Punjabi, it might be a Khalistani angle. Some people are saying it might be Pakistan who is doing something. Somebody is saying that because Indian aviation industry is the fastest growing aviation in the world, and there is a tussle going on who wants to survive in the future. Boeing and Airbus both are having a tussle. Boeing is under attack for a very very long time, and that is why these things are happening. Also, China angle is also coming, that they want to show India in a very negative way, because we had not only one air crash yesterday, we also had a derailment near Delhi where a lot of people have died, a lot of bogies went down. Now we also saw the same day one metro station, one metro line, the bridge is breaking down and falling down. So we have land, rail, air, all three under attack. This is not normal, and especially when you see the sequence of events coming up one after another. Bad days, we understand the bad days when they come, then everything starts going bad, but it cannot happen just like that in every nook and corner of India. So there is a sabotage, according to me. There is a very very well laid out plan to show India in a negative way, and also it might be sending a message to Modi ji. G7 is coming, Canada belongs to us, please don't come. So there are many angles, we can elaborate on both, on each and every point, but there is something, according to me, I've also covered in my shows in complete details. There is something there which Modi ji knows, because when this happened, Modi ji did not talk about what is happening, how many people died or how many survived. The first thing he did was he asked for the list of passengers who have taken the flight.
Hmm.
That means there is something more in the play, something in the
Absolutely.
background which is not coming up right now. There is something which the government knows. The target was somebody particular, and that is why the list of the passengers who boarded the plane was asked. So this all tells you that there is something there which is happening in the background. The government knows it. That is why the silence is there. Gee.
And there are also people suspecting that because of the the Turkish company that works closely with the with our airports, which was recently removed, have a hand. That is one. Second thing is they say that easily AI can be used to hack plane operations. So do you think these two factors would have come in anyway, Sumi?
See, I don't want to jump the guns.
Hmm.
I'm not a
No,
person to
we're
speculate.
just
I no,
discussing.
so
It's not.
I, I,
Yeah.
I've already confirmed that there is some conspiracy. Now, whether it is a Turkish Taliban, which was already, you said, removed, but High Court of Mumbai, as always, they again said cannot stop the contract with them. They should be given the contracts. Whether they were involved, was it? Because when I talked to some people in the airport authorities in Ahmedabad yesterday, they said that a lot of Bangladeshis and even Rohingyas are working in the ground stuff. As far as Ahmedabad is concerned,
Oh,
they've got fake IDs and they're working there. So it might be that angle. It is being investigated at the moment. Some of them have not joined today. That means there might be some conspiracy from the ground staff level also. It might be Turkish companies. It might be sabotaging India's growth. It might be showing India in a negative way. And we have Congress, we have opposition parties who want to see India going down, so that the trust which the world has, which the country has on Modi ji, that goes down also. So there are many factors: external, internal, imported, illegal imported. If you see all these things, then anything and everything is possible. Yes, Turkey might be the reason, and because Modi ji is now going to Cyprus also, and that is a touchy point. It is like Kashmir to India, same thing is Cyprus to Turkey. It might be a message to Modi ji: don't meddle with us. If we can do something with your Air India 787, the same can be happen with your plane also. It might be a message being sent to Modi ji. That's सोच के आना,
yeah.
when you come to
So
Canada. So
yeah.
let's see. It might be anything. Let's see. I just leave it to the government authorities.
Yeah. Now, as relatives of those aboard the Air India flight desperately look for their loved ones at the civil hospital, Asarwa in Ahmedabad, on a bed in the general ward lies a 40-year-old Vishwas Kumar Ramesh who said he survived the deadly crash. 30 seconds after takeoff, there was a loud noise and then the plane crashed. It all happened so quickly, he said. Now, he received only impact injuries on his chest, eyes, and feet. The country's flagship carrier has worked to improve its safety record after a number of dangerous episodes nearly 15 years ago. Now, strange thing is, Sumit, that this man who's escaped seems to, it seems like a miracle because everybody else, perished. But this man says that he jumped out of an emergency window and he was rather unscathed.
Look, one first of all, we are a country of miracles. We see that every day. So if we say that it's a miracle that everybody else died, one person survived, it might be presence of mind. This guy just knew he was sitting there. He opened the window, come out. It is quite possible. And secondly, investigation is already going on. Why this person could survive, nobody else? Maybe it was presence of mind. I just take it on the face value that this guy, he just survived because Bhagwan wanted him to survive and do something great for the country. You never know. So I just take it like that. I don't want to go into any conspiracy. Maybe he was the one who was responsible for everything, and after doing everything, he's coming out. But what is more startling is there is another person who was live streaming on Facebook. I've seen that video also, and the takeoff was absolutely seamless. It was going very fine, and then immediately there was some fire in the plane. It was either in the engine or somewhere else. There was no bird hit, nothing at all. And the pilot also said that he is not getting the thrust. But where did the fire come? And then this guy also confirming that there was a loud sound as if there's a blast. So all these things tell you that something has gone wrong. Till the time we do not recover the black box, we do not see what's happened, everything is recorded there, then we can talk about it in more details. But as of moment, if you join all the dots from all the events happening till now, and also from all the evidence from the live streaming from people who were in the flight, something is wrong. What will happen? Time will tell. Engine failures in a 787, it looks unlikely. They are the safest planes in the world. That is why they are trusted by all the countries. And something like this happening for Air India, that also not Air India, it is Tata Airlines right now. And Tatas are known for one thing, which is trust and principles. They compromising on maintenance of the planes or something like that, unimaginable. Cheap.
But then when you say maintenance, somebody also said that when he went on the same plane, nothing was working. The air conditioning was not working. Nothing was working. So, I mean, even at home, if your AC is not working, you get someone to repair it. When a flight is taking off, I'm sure you do all that before it takes off, right?
See, what happens is these planes are already 10, 15 years old. They were run by erstwhile government of India, Air India. And you know how the government offices work, and that is why this airline had to be sold. This is one thing. So that means there is some legacy of old planes not maintained properly by the government given to Tata. And they've been taking care of each and everything. But I've also taken airlines, many airlines, even big airlines in the world. Many times, their things are not working. It is quite normal because of manhandling from people. It is like one guy, he says that his screen was not working, but that is very normal in airlines. Many screens, they do not work because people use them very harshly, as if they're never going to take this
But it's
flight
never
again.
happened in
So
Emirates
this,
Airlines or Qatar Airways or all these
it might
airlines.
not have happened. It might not have happened with you, but it has happened with a lot of people. And I have also seen, even in British Airways, I've seen even in KLM, I've seen in China. You will say, oh, Chinese airlines, no, nothing works. It is not like this. They are world class airlines. They fly world over. And I have complained many times that look, my screen is not working, and they've upgraded me immediately. We are sorry, because they don't want to spoil the name of their airlines. But I have seen many airlines having the same problems. I've flown from Air India, Hong Kong to Delhi. I've taken that flight many times, and they are world class planes. It's a 787 they use, same one, and world class, no problems at all. But I've seen the problems. I've seen problems in before in Air India also, where nothing used to work. But you have to give it to Tatas. They are one company in the world whom you can close your eyes and you can trust their product. And if they are running Air India, they have improved their services after Tata has taken over. I've taken their airlines. Their food service is good. They are even their the way the staff talks to you. Everything is changed. It's much more professional, much better than what it used to be. So somebody saying that these planes were not maintained, and there was like they were trying to save money on the maintenance. Impossible. If it was some other company, I would have agreed to this. But for Tata's, I can close my eyes and say it is not the Tata's fault. And still, this company has been very generous. They've taken care of each and everything. They've taken the responsibility, and they're going to investigate also. The American team, the Boeing team is going to come. There are a lot of investigations going to happen from our security agencies. NIA is going to come. The airport authorities are working on it. Home Ministry is working. So after all these things coming out, then a picture will come. But as of now, what we can see is that there is something wrong, which I can speak out, not only because it is Tata's, but because of all the other events which I've tabled right now, that it cannot be that you have Pahalgam, then you have got this RCB, and then the trains are being derailed, and
Yeah,
planes are
absolutely.
crashing, and then you're getting the threats continuously coming up. Something is wrong. Gee.
Yeah. In fact, when Dreamliner was launched, they had invited us to Kenya to join the team, and we did think it was a beautiful airlines. But then after that, it did have face a lot of problems. And going to the miracle part, what you said, strangely, Bhagavad Gita, someone was carrying a Bhagavad Gita, and the Bhagavad Gita was intact. So that's another miracle that we see, a very beautiful miracle indeed. Now, moving on to another very shocking news is that Israel strikes Iran and says Iran has launched 100 drones at Israel hours after Israeli strikes rock Tehran. And many of the people have died in this. It's a very shocking incident, isn't it?
No, nothing is shocking. It was quite inevitable. Iran was already showcasing their advancement in their missile programs. All missile programs only being developed to destroy and eliminate Israel. This is one. They were also showing their, proudly showcasing that they are now on the verge of creating a nuclear bomb. And that also, with the open threat, the first bomb they will develop will be used on Israel and finish them from the face of the earth. So when somebody is being threatened and then there is, clear evidence, again shared by Iran themselves, not by intelligence of Israel or from America. Iran themselves are showcasing the development of their ballistic missiles and nuclear facilities. The reaction had to come. And secondly, 60 days of ultimatum was given to them on 12th of April that you either sign the nuclear deal, wherein you will you stop your enrichment of uranium, otherwise something big is going to happen. 12th of June was the day when 60 days are over, and on the 61st day itself the reaction has come. This is a message to Iran, it's a message to everybody else. If you do not agree to what Donald Trump is saying, this is what the result is. We will not stop ourselves from destroying you. And what was destroyed? People have not been killed. Please understand one thing. In Iran, it's not people who are died. It's the top brass of terrorism which has been killed. So it was a very strategic, the buildings in which these people were sleeping, it was pinpoint, they were all over the place, and all over the place was bombarded with no other floor being attacked except the floor in which these people were sleeping. So this is called precision strike. It is not people who are killed, it is those cockroaches who are known for spreading terror in the world have been eliminated. So after Soleimani, this is a precision strike. And I would say, Israelis, you should be proud. If any Israeli is listening right now, what you have achieved, you've sent the terror back to the country who is known for spreading terror. It might be the 3H, Houthis, Hezbollah, Hamas, all 3H, and you've taken one leg out of them. This is the way of going forward. And the retaliation from Iran, sending few drones just to test the Iron Dome, this is not going to work. They will have to do something big, and for doing big, they do not have the ballistic missiles. All have been bombarded. So let's see what the reaction comes. I think it's going to be again some Hamas or Hezbollah kind of attack. Iran directly coming there to attack through ballistic missiles. I don't think so, because they know if they do it, then USA comes into the scene, and then this is exactly what USA is waiting for. Iran makes one move of attacking Israel, USA comes in, and Iran will not be in a position, is not in a position to do that. So then you will have a calculative kind of attack, counter attack from Iran through their 3Hs, where one or two legs have already been broken. Let's see what happens. But I don't see something big happening here. Yeah.
Yeah. So the latest news is that the digital video recorder recovered from the wreckage of crashed Air India plane has been found, and now they're going to examine that. Now, moving on to The Economist, Jeffrey Sachs cautioned that the United States may attempt to undermine India as it grows more successful, similar to its strategies against Russia and China. In an interview with an American political commentator, Tucker Carlson, he emphasized that Washington is likely to react against any nation that poses a challenge to its global supremacy. Sachs advised India to remain independent and avoid being used in US's geopolitical conflicts, especially with China. Your thoughts on that?
See, when they say that India needs to be independent, now when you say we need to be independent, means we need to be independent the way America wants us to be independent. If they tell us do not deal with Russia, so that is not independence, that is dependence on American narrative. If they say do not buy arms and ammunition from Russia, do not buy it from France, it is not independence, it is dependence. Now they are used to this. We've seen 65, 70 years of Congress governments always being used like a footmat in front of the Americans. They are used to this. They do not want to see anybody standing in front of them and telling them, look, we are independent and we will do what suits us. So when they talk something else, they mean something else, And this meanness of them is what Modi ji is fighting with. So we are independent, we are going to take decisions ourselves, and that is why we are going to be targeted. What is the simple way of targeting? The simple way is our enemies are now the best friends of America. They are being said to be, the partners in war against terror. The country which is producing terrorists, the best ones in the world, is being now becoming the best buddy of Americans. So this is how they hit us. That now, if you do not listen to us, we are going to arm Pakistan. We are going to give them money. We are going to, give them whatever they are asking for, so that you are rattled and you are attacked again and again. Or you listen to us, stop buying arms and ammunition from Russia, don't take the technologies, take it from us. So this is not independence what they're talking about. This is dependence. They want people to be dependent on them. We shouldn't be doing trade in rupee. We should be doing only in dollars. We cannot talk about BRICS currency. This is what is American hegemony, and we've been seeing it for the last ever since we've been independent. And now, thankfully, we have a government who is not going to bend down in front of these hegemonies. We are independent. We will take it forward in this same way, even if we have to pay a little bit of price. We're ready to do that. Why? Because we know one thing. Economically, we are much stronger than before. Militarily, we have shown in 22 minutes how Pakistan, China, America, Turkey all dismantled, decimated in 22 minutes. And America knows that. Ever since you see, we have attacked Pakistan, we have shown them their value and the value of their assets also. America knows that we have the capability of striking deep. And this is what they do not like. Why? Because 75 years they've spent money on Pakistan. They've groomed them. They've grown them. And now they see their child being killed and thrashed like, it's not even a street fight anymore. So they would not like it. And that is why they are now saying, listen to us, or. And this or is a big exclamation mark. But we bending down. We are independent for the last 10 years, thankfully. And we are going to remain independent for the next 100 years. Is Congress coming back? I don't think so. Gee.
Yeah. Now, United States President Donald Trump, who had previously threatened to remove his red Tesla from the White House amid a feud with Tesla CEO Elon Musk, has now praised the electric car brand. The development comes a day after Musk stepped back from his criticism of Trump, regretting that some of his posts against the US president went too far. Now, Donald Trump says, I like Tesla at a White House event targeting California EV rules. Meanwhile, Trump signed a resolution that blocks California's first in the nation rule banning the sale of new gas powered cars by 2035, with the state announcing that it was going to challenge the move. Your thoughts on that?
Minaji, first of all, don't you feel that Americans have a habit of, selecting the worst of the worst? First they had Biden, then they had Trump again, and they're all proving to be the big jokers whom nobody takes them seriously. One day they say something and the next day they just take a U-turn. But I thought the biggest U-turn guy in this whole world was Imran Khan. But now they have even they are competition with Imran Khan, who is a bigger U-turn guy. One day you are criticizing Elon Musk, everything about him. You are even trying to bring him down to earth, close his companies, ban Tesla from America, even though that was an AI generated video which I saw. But anyways, one thing with Donald Trump, either you bow down in front of him, or if you are in good books, you can get everything. And if you are not in good books, you are going to be destroyed. And this is exactly what was going to happen with Tesla also. He knew it. Otherwise, two ego-fulfilled people, so one of them saying sorry to the other, is not something normal. And Elon Musk had to say it because he knows his licenses are on the stake, his robotaxi is on the line, his licenses are not going to be renewed, his SpaceX programs will be shelved. So for his survival, he had to say sorry. And what a way to say sorry than to send a heart emoji. You can understand that heart emoji is either sent by 15-16-year-old lovers to each other, and this is exactly what Elon Musk did, because his love is not for Donald Trump or for the country. His love is for his business. And we did a show on that before, that for American president, USA is only a company. Company's name is USA. He's running a company. For Elon Musk, it is his own companies. He has nothing to do with American president or with America. So both of them are fighting for their own companies. Elon Musk has just come down, and with Donald Trump being on the scene every day, he's a U-turn guy. He loves somebody or he doesn't love somebody. Everybody knows he loves only one thing. His mobile phone's screen shows you whom he loves, and his screen has his photo. So except him himself, he does not like anybody else. So these U-turns are going to come. Somebody says sorry, you think he's going to take it just like that, because a lot of things have happened in those 1 week, where a lot of a lot of bows and arrows have crossed the rivers. It's not going to be forgotten that easily. One sorry is not what Trump is looking for. He's looking for somebody to come down, sit in his lap or on his feet, and then say sorry in front of the cameras. That is what he's looking for. Until Elon Musk does not do that, this sorry is not going to be accepted. So this is just a play of egos, nothing else. Interestingly, in China, there was one video which I saw. This was very, very interesting. I just want to bring it in front of you. The day this feud started, the Chinese started saying this is all a play. This is only to bring down the prices, short sell yourself, make money, and then you will see these both of them coming together within the next 15-20 days. And just literally after 1 week, they have started coming together. The share prices have started going up, and everybody's making money out of it. Who loses? The world lost money through all these feuds. Who made money? The billionaires of America, who knew exactly what is happening behind the scenes. This is exactly what happened with the trade sanctions and all those things. There are also only few people in the government and in the country of America. People made money out of all those feuds, and the same thing happened now also. So it might be that this was just a play to make money out of the stock market, but these things cannot be verified until proven. G.
Also, just one small point before we close. Uh, Sumit, do you think that there is something with the number 11? Because see, you had 9/11, you had 26/11, something about the number 11. Even this crash happened on 12th, actually, so just close to 11. So there's something about 11 that these people seem to harp on. Do you see any sort of sinister, thing in this number?
Minaji, I am not a numerologist. So people who follow these kind of things, I am a pure finance guy. I play with numbers every day in the balance sheets. But 11 has some significance. I only know one thing: assets and liabilities have to be equal. That's all I know that. As far as 11 is more auspicious or 8 is more auspicious, like for Chinese, 8 is more auspicious. For some countries, 1 is more auspicious. So maybe for the
No,
deep state,
I
11
don't
is
mean,
more.
yeah, I don't mean
No,
that,
I'm
Sumit.
saying for
I
deep
mean,
state, it might be for deep state 11 is more auspicious for them, and they keep on playing around 11. It might be they are some touchy for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I do not see numbers. I see only one thing: the tragedies are happening all over the world. This madness has to stop. Whoever is doing it, it might be American deep state or it might be anybody else who is deliberately doing it, because we know that somebody is playing with it. These cannot be coincidences that you've got wars coming up every time the world is in crisis. A new war comes up, and you see now what is happening. Only because they want that Russia and Ukraine war has to stop. If this stops, the oil prices will start going down. They do not want to do that. They want to profit out of it. Now Israel and Iran war has started. Immediately the oil prices have started shooting up. So you understand, please, there is money behind all these things. Wars is business, and it's all about controls. When America says we want everybody to be independent, sorry to say, it is all dependency. And America knows how to play this game. They know how to move the money from everybody else's pocket to their pocket, and this is all happening in that sequence only. So when they say that it's 9/11 or 26/11, it's all about control. It's all about dominance. It's all about money, and they know how to play it. Their pockets are too deep, and they can literally maneuver things as and when they want. Oh, bhai, we saw running countries with running, legitimately chosen presidents of the countries falling down because of protest. We've seen that in Sri Lanka. We've seen that in Libya. We've seen that in Iraq. We've seen that in Bangladesh. We've seen each and every place wherever a running government doing well, the governments have been brought down only because they did not bow down
absolutely.
to these deep state people. So there are a lot of things, And sorry to say, these things have to stop. Who is going to play with it? Who is going to bring it down? Time will tell. Gee.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sumit. Wonderful session as always with you. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you. Jai Siya Ram.